Hello and welcome to i-nastava. This is English language lesson for the 4th grade of high school. Today's topic is Price of Fame. My name is Rejhana Nuhanović Tadijan and I will be your teacher for this lesson. Today you will write an argumentative essay on the topic of fame. Before we start, prepare your notebook, pen or pencil, internet access, and QR code reader if possible. First, I'd like you to list all the things that come to your mind when you hear the word fame. Those can be positive or negative things. I'd like you to pause this video and take about 30 seconds. Don't think a lot about it, just write down the first things you think of. And now, take a look at your list. Are the words that you have written down mostly positive or negative? That is what you instinctively connect with fame. Some of you might have words such as money, power, celebrity, expensive holidays, huge villas, happiness. But you might also have something like depression, loneliness, fake friends, drugs, no privacy, and so on. So, do you generally consider fame to be a predominantly positive or a negative thing? Do you know who this is? I believe you do. This is Princess Diana. I'd like you to pause this video and write down everything you know about her. What was she famous for? What was she called? Was she happy, do you think? Do you know what happened to her in the end? And how did she use her fame? What other celebrities do you know who are not happy, who had some problems or are still struggling? Please take a moment to think about it. You can even write down all the names that come to your mind. What problems did they encounter? What do you think this quote by Erica Young means? She says, fame means millions of people have the wrong idea of who you are. Do you agree with that? Next, you're going to watch a video where different celebrities speak about the connection between fame and happiness. Those are celebrities we believe are happy because they have everything. They have fame, money, popularity, and power. But are they really happy? Please take a look at the words and phrases that will come up in the video and try to predict what they will refer to. What might be the main idea of the video? Here is also an activity with that vocabulary, and you can play it. The link is bit.ly/celeb video, and there is also a code you can scan, so you can get some more practice. And now I'd like you to watch that video. The link is bit.ly/celeb video 1, and while watching, you can stop it at any time and write down any downsides of being famous which are mentioned in the video. And here are some notes you might have written down. Negative things about being famous, according to their words, are, for example, people who are staring at you in a restaurant, paparazzi following you everywhere, depression, you have no close friends you could confide in, People take pictures of you wherever you go, and you have no privacy. There is too much attention and scrutiny. You sometimes feel like you are in isolation. It feels stifling and overwhelming. People believe that your life is always perfect, and money doesn't make you happy. There is another video, a bit different from the first one, where celebrities talk about why they aren't happy, and in the second part of that video, you will also find some advice or steps they take to deal with it and what is actually making them happy. You should pause this lesson, watch the video, the link is bit.ly/celebvideo2, and write down the reasons for their unhappiness and how they manage it, how they deal with it. What do they do to make themselves feel better, and what does in fact make them happy? And here are again some ideas you might have picked up from the video. They say that fame doesn't bring you happiness, but it comes from within. You need to know who you are. You need to have balance and achieve inner peace. You also need to keep your integrity. And again, money doesn't ensure happiness. You need to take care of it yourselves. Now imagine that you have the chance to meet your role model, a celebrity you admire, and you have 5 minutes. You can interview them, but you can only ask them 5 questions which are personal and they will answer them. What would you be interested in the most? How would you use that opportunity? I'd like you to pause the video, think about it carefully, and write down those 5 questions. Then think about that person. Recollect everything you've heard or read about him or her and try to predict what their answers would be. Do you believe they are truly happy? Here is a song you might have heard. It's called Price of Fame, and you can listen to it if you type in the first link, bit.ly song POF, and then there is a fill in the gaps activity to do when you type in the second one, bit.ly lyrics POF. There is only the first part of the song in this activity, and I'd like you to pause this video and first go to the gaps activity and try to predict what words are missing. There are also some extra words you do not need. Then go to the link of the song, listen to it, and check. After you have completed the activity for the first part of the song, please pause the lesson again and listen to the whole song. After the listening, try to answer the following questions. What is the song about? What problems does he, the singer, encounter? Why did he choose to be famous? And what does he actually want to do? And next, here is a video with some idioms and phrases that have to do with fame, both positive and negative ones. Please watch it carefully. And after watching it, please type in this link bit.ly fame crossword or scan the code and try to solve this crossword with idioms and phrases from the previous video. And we have come to your final task for today. You're going to write an argumentative essay, and this is your topic. Some people claim that being famous brings a lot of benefits. Others disagree, stating that it causes more harm than good. You need to write between 200 and 250 words, discussing both views and giving your opinion. And here is how you start writing your essay. First, read your prompt carefully. Then do some brainstorming. Write down all the things that come to your mind and then choose 2 arguments for each side that you believe you can provide the best support for. Next, you need to organize your essay into 4 paragraphs as follows. You need to have introduction with general statement and thesis statement. Then you need to have the for side with 2 arguments and support, and against side also with 2 arguments and support. And then the last is conclusion, where you write your summary and give your personal opinion. In the end, you read what you have written again, count the words if you are not sure that you have at least 200, and check any mistakes in your spelling or grammar structures that you might have accidentally made. And here are some tips and tricks to help you when writing the essay. You shouldn't repeat the same words from the prompt, especially in the introduction. You should use different words within the essay. It means you need to rephrase what you have written. Do not repeat the phrases in the summary. You should state your opinion only in the summary, not before, and introduce each paragraph using a topic sentence. Also, you should use linking words to achieve natural flow of ideas. For example, you can use on the other hand, nevertheless, for example, in addition, to sum up, and so on. You should also provide relevant support for each argument and use complex structures, subordinate clauses, collocations, idioms, and so on. And here is a rubric to evaluate your essay. There are 4 sections with points ranging in each one from 1 to 5. The first part is about task completion. Have you developed all parts? Do you have 4 clearly indicated paragraphs? Are your arguments relevant and do they have good support? The next one is about coherence and cohesion. Check if your ideas have a natural flow. Are all arguments in appropriate paragraphs, or are you jumping from one subject to the other within one paragraph? Have you connected your sentences in a clearly structured way so that is obvious if your next sentence is going to be, for example, a new argument or support? When talking about vocabulary, please make sure that you use a wide range of different complex phrases, collocations, or idioms, and use precise vocabulary, not just simple words. And please do not repeat yourselves. Also, use a variety of different grammar structures, tenses, and subordinate clauses to express yourself. If you do make some mistakes, they should not prevent easy understanding of your text. Please read through this table carefully, both before and after writing the essay. Before, to be aware of what is expected of you, and after, to check how you did and correct where needed. And this is the end of today's lesson. Until some other time, goodbye.